Morning YouTubers, welcome back to Allotment Diggers. Well, what we're going to be doing today, we're going to be putting some nest boxes up on the allotments. I've got 4 nest boxes and I've decided I'm going to stick them on a scaffolding pole, and it's a little bit different to what you would normally do. This pole is going to be 20 foot long and the nest box is going to be right on the end of it. Okay, you might think I'm crazy. However, my mate Larry has had one on his plot for 4 or 5 years now, and birds nesting them all the time. I'm going to show you a quick look of what Larry's looks like. Okay, so this is Larry's. Come down onto my mate Larry's plot, and you can see the nest boxes he's got there. They're facing north, east, south, and west. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to build one of them and we're going to stick it about 20 foot high like he's got his. We're going to slightly change the way he's done it, how he's got his. We're going to slightly alter it. He's got his wedged into a big piece of concrete at the bottom. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have another scaffolding pole about 6 foot into the, well, about 5 foot into the ground if I can. And then we're going to attach the main pole to that, so I can actually take the pole and then do the maintenance. The last thing I want to be doing is putting a ladder up against it and then touching it in. Now this is what Larry does, and he's 90, so I'm not going to be climbing up any bloody ladders to be messing. I'll just lower it to the floor, clean it all out, paint it and stick it back up there. Might have to find some sort of a finial that I can stick on the top. We'll see what we've got, see if we can find something. If we can, that's what we're going to put up there. Other than that, we just put a blank cap on it, but we're going to build something like that. So we're going to do something slightly different to Larry. Larry just put the pole 4 foot in the ground and cemented it in to stop it moving. I want to be able to bring it down, clean the boxes, touch up the paintwork on the nest boxes and put them back up. That's what I want to do. Larry has to climb up ladders to do it, and I certainly ain't climbing 20 foot up a bloody ladder to paint a couple of nest boxes. Absolute crazy thing to do. So anyway, what I've decided to do is build a lattice work. We've had a lot of problems getting the brackets, the screws to go through the boxes. There's a few parts what I can't show you because I had a friend giving me an hand, and I could have asked for permission. I should have asked him would he like to have been on the videos when we were doing them, but I didn't. However, he tells me now that he would have loved to have been on the videos, and I've got to thank Bill for giving me a hand to actually get the pole into the vertical, into the upright position. Because without him, he just simply couldn't have done it. It's just so heavy. You can imagine 20 foot pole, 4 nest boxes on the end, trying to get that vertical. However, we've got a load of clips to show you. But first things first, let me show you the nest boxes that we've actually bought. We paid £2.50 for each of these boxes from Wilco's, believe it or not, in a half price sale. Looking at there is 4 nest boxes I've just bought from Wilco's, and the price is, actually I bought 2 and then went back and bought another 2, just so I'm not kidding you. I paid £2.50 a bird box, and they really are well crafted. So it cost me a tenner for the 4 boxes. And the reason why I like these boxes is because they haven't got the perch on the front of it here. Having that perch on is a no-no, because magpies, crows and jays can land on it. They coax the babies to the front and then pull them out the box and obviously kill them. So with that not being there, the birds can't get a grip. They can't land on it, physically land on the box and get a hold to actually coax the birds out. So that's brilliant. Couple of screws there what you can take off, and there's a slit here where any water gets in, it will drain out, and it's also they can drop the poop and what have you through this gap, and they're absolutely wicked. But what I'm going to do with them, like I said, I've got 4 Now I've got a scaffolding pole there which is 24 foot long, even higher actually, it might be a bit more, it might be 30 foot. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put them like back to back, move this out of the way, back to back on the pole. The pole's going to go straight down here. I'm going to join them together, and then what I'm going to do then, let's lift this up a little bit higher, I'm going to put another two above them. So they're the nest boxes. So first things first, what we're going to do is paint them. So here's me giving them a liquor paint. We're giving these nest boxes a liquor paint. We've already done two, and yeah, we're just weatherproofing them because they're going to be outside in all weathers. So we're adding some of this. It's like a wood stain. It's also a wood seal, so it should last a few years. Trouble is, in fact, actually, I think these have been pressure treated, these boxes, so you don't really need another coat. But like I say, I don't like to put all my eggs in one basket. So I'm going to give them another liquor paint, and just to give them that extra protection. I mean, you can't really mess up. More the merrier, I say. But we're giving them a couple of coats, these boxes, and hopefully they'll last slightly longer than they would normally if you didn't touch them. But yeah, we just giving them a bit of this red cedar. Instant karma. Good stuff about this stuff, it doesn't smell, which doesn't set my chest off, so I'm quite pleased with it actually. I've got a board underneath this, so it's, I don't, you know, if I splash it doesn't make much difference. What annoys me is how it soaks in so quickly. And yeah, we're getting there. Yeah, I've drilled the holes in the pole. I've got all the pole ready. What we will do, we'll be bolting them to it shortly, and then fixing the main pole to another scaffolding pole which we've hammered into the ground. But before we do that, what we need to do is like I say, give these a lick of paint. The trouble is, the reason why we're giving them a lick of paint, to be quite honest with you, it's raining outside, so I thought, you know, might as well give them a lick of paint. Why not? They don't need it, but we're going to give them anyway. And it's pretty harmless to animals, this stuff. Plus it'll be dry long before we put any birds decide to nest in it. And like I say, it's long wearing as well. That's what we want. Yeah, it's been raining all morning, and there's not much you can do about it, to be quite honest with you. I'll just keep going over these. I should really let them dry properly, but got that urge to keep on going, and well, see this bit here, but we've got to all the edges here is where the actual this wood preserver is soaking in, so we just keep going over it until it actually soaks in enough. This front part comes off because we had to take the front part off to actually put the bolts into the boxes, so you know. Right, we've got one more box to go, and that's the end of it. Okay, so now I decide I'm going to put some numbers on them. So if the birds go into one box, I can say, right, they've gone into number 1, number 2, 3 or 4. Rather than you just waiting for a bird to fly out and you miss it, you can, you know, keep your eye on the box and you'll be able to see them coming out. So I'll put numbers on them, it's just a stapler. So have a look what we've done here. Well, there you go, guys. We've renumbered, like I say, we've numbered them now. They're all got the numbers. We could even put staples in. They actually an adhesive on the back, but we've stapled them as well, top and bottom. And they should last 6 to 10 years. They've got a double coating of wood preserver, and they've actually been pressure treated, these, apparently. So, you know, the only thing I've got to do now is organise someone to give me an hand to lift this pole up with the boxes on. So I've got to attach the boxes to the pole, and then we've got to get it up there, and obviously we've got to try and straighten it all out and everything. So that's going to be a job and a half, I can tell you. It really is going to be a job and a half to do that, but we will get it done, and very shortly hopefully we'll be seeing birds nesting in there in no time. So how we're going to attach them, well, I didn't show you that part because, like I say, I had an hand and my mate was giving me an hand. What he was doing was just basically holding them up. What we've done, we put a bolt through we had to take the fascias off the nest boxes, and we had to put a bolt through the back of the nest box, through the bar, through the other one, and we've used wing nuts basically to hold it into place. Now you might think that's crazy, just using a wing nut, no lock nut. However, what we did do, we put the other two boxes directly underneath it, the two boxes directly underneath, and we've done the same thing. But what happens is they've locked into into each other, so they can't move, literally can't move. And obviously when I say tighten them, I've tightened them, they ain't going to come undone. So that's what we did with the boxes. Like I say, we lifted it into position, and I'm going to show you the original how we originally had it. Here, we used a sledgehammer because I couldn't find my fence knocker in her. I don't know where I've put it, but it's around here somewhere. But we used a sledgehammer. We've put it in, that now is in the ground about 3.5–4 foot. It's fairly solid, but when you're shaking it, like, it's got a bit of a movement in it. The trouble is when I put this this other scaffolding pole, I've got some brackets what I'm going to be clamping onto here in 3 places, in the middle and the bottom and the top, and we're going to put the bar straight up with the nest boxes on the top. However, I'm worried about the oscillation with the wind, whether it's going to start swaying the pole about. It's all pie in the sky at the moment. If it does that, I might have to reduce the height of the box, which I don't want to do, but I might have no options. The other option is to put a bar on top of this green shed here, and somehow attach the bar to the shed and to the pole to give it more stability. And there's one more problem that I've realised. This bar's got a slight bend in it, so when I put it up it might not look straight. So there's another problem. So we'll have to wait and see. It's all pie in the sky, but we've got everything sorted. However, we can't do it today because look at everything. It's just that fine mist, and it's starting again now. So we're going to move off into the greenhouse because I'm going to show you what we've actually been doing. This needs a bit of a wash as well. The bloody table's full of bloody soil. I've been messing about with buckets here on the table, but rain and wash that away. Right, let's get into the shed, into the greenhouse, sorry. So there was just one bar basically. Then I thought, with it being 20 foot, that wind's going to start blowing it about and it's going to start to move. It doesn't matter if it's 4 foot in the ground, it's going to start to swing the boxes from left to right, and eventually it's going to start to lean. So I decided to put a lattice work up. Now then, that was tough going as well, because all the scaffolding poles that I had was all buried behind the chicken pen. We managed to dig them all out and we got them out, we cleaned them all up, and like I said, I'm going to show you the lattice work which we've put in place now to secure it all. Hi guys, well what you're looking at there is the nest boxes all been erected now. The nest boxes are about 20 foot up in the air. They're on a scaffolding pole. We're going to follow the pole down now. I'm going to show you what we've done. The pole comes down to a framework which runs along here. So there's a pole there which has been hammered into the ground about 3.5 foot, and that's the north side. So you come along here towards the south, there's another pole been hammered into the ground there, and then from the east to the west there's another pole. So it's like a lattice, and then what we've done, we've attached the main pole with clamps to that, so we can actually take the pole down when we want to. So let me go over there now and show you exactly how the framework is. Okay, so what you're looking at there, guys, is a lattice work which is holding this 20 foot pole vertical and straight. These bars what go into the ground, they go in at least 3.5 foot, and that one over there, so they're all 3.5 foot, 4 foot in the ground. Okay, and what I've done there, I put another brace from north to south and another brace from east to west, so that pole there will not move, it won't rock in the ground. However, the top of it might oscillate in the wind slightly. We'll have to wait and see. If it does, we can always reduce the pole by about 3 foot, I would imagine, if I need to, just by cutting a piece off and dropping it down. So that's if we have to, but the reason why I've done it this way is so I can actually take the pole down. Now my mate just put it 4 foot in the ground, a load of concrete in an hole, and that was it, and it ain't going to move. But he can't, he's got to use a ladder to climb up to paint the boxes, and I certainly ain't going to be climbing up any bloody ladders. But with the help of my mate Bill, we threw this up. Well, he threw it up actually, and we got it into position and clamped it all up, and the job's a good one, so got to thank Bill for that. But it's all nice and tight. It does look like it's coming out, but trust me, them clamps there are solid, ain't going nowhere. So there you go, that's it, that's the lattice work. It ain't going to move anywhere. It ain't going to move. The top might move in the wind, although I need to see the wind blowing the boxes to know whether I need to tether them or not. That's a simple fix if I have to. I can also drop them down about 3 foot, 4 foot, and that'll take the oscillation if there's any. However, looking at my mate Larry's, his hasn't moved, but mine's about 3 foot taller than his, so in the winds his just stays straight, so hopefully mine will do the same. And like I say, we got everything in place, and blow me, was we in for a surprise. Not 30 minutes after we finished all the work, this guys, happened. I kid you not, I've got birds actually checking the nest boxes out on me plot. Look at that there. A little cold tit, can't believe it. Hey, Checking the nest boxes out, eh? That is absolutely. Oh, it's calling its mate over. Look at that, it's going back up. Oh, it's. Actually, that one's a blue. That was a little blue tit as well. Little blue tit. Hang on, it'll go up in a minute. You see that then? Two of them. Now, if you can believe that, I only just put them nest boxes up about 10-15 minutes ago, guys. And I thought, oh God, I've just seen a flock of birds there, or the red wings, thrushes. But that is absolutely incredible. The boxes hasn't even been in the air for 2 minutes, and we've already got birds checking them out. Absolutely awesome. We actually got birds going in the boxes checking them out. So the hope is them birds will come back and they will start nesting in the boxes, and yeah, we'll be able to do a bit of filming with them in the nest boxes over the spring and into summer. So yeah, I'm really chuffed about that. Come to inspect the work, I think they was quite happy with it. So fingers crossed, and they might come back. So that's it for this one. That's what we've been messing about at. We've got a load more stuff to do. I've got an update what I'll be putting up shortly about the chickens. You probably know one or two things about something that's happened with one of the chickens. I'll explain more in that video. It's no point in answering your questions on that until I throw that video up. But yeah, we've got a video on the chickens, update on them, and we've also got we've got to be doing another update on doing this bench. We're going to be sanding this bench down and giving it a lick of paint as well, so for the front of the shed. And we're also going to be doing another video with that, probably on the raised bed right facing this this bench. And we've got to add some more compost. It's actually dropped down about a foot, well, nearly 14-15 inches, so I'll be doing that as well. So there's plenty of updates coming thick and fast now. We'll be chitting the potatoes probably in another week or two, maybe even in 3 weeks. But yeah, everything's taking shape. We're getting there. We're getting organised eventually. The rain's stopped. That's what's give us the opportunity today to actually get the next nest boxes up. So I'm going to finish with showing you the birds going in and out of the nest boxes, inspecting them. I'll see you later. Thanks for watching, and bye for now. Good.